A very good morning to everyone. I take this opportunity to welcome you all. Our neighbors from Kasese, Mwauchire, those from Ankole, Public Relations Officer. I hope each one of us has a copy of our program for the day. How do we take the cooperative movement forward? Let me take this opportunity to invite the Assistant Commissioner, Cooperatives, who is also the Deputy Registrar of Cooperatives.
As we convene today, cooperators, your way of our theme of driving inclusive and sustainable solutions for a better world. I welcome you to celebrating this theme. Minister of Trade, kindly stand up and I welcome you to this. Thank you very much for coming. Others are yet to come. You're most welcome. I want to welcome Uganda Cooperative Alliance. Uganda Cooperative Alliance, can I request the GS and the board members and the supervisory to stand up for recognition? Very much welcome. Uganda Cooperative Alliance is the cooperative voice. But I cannot fail to mention Wazalendo and Exodus.
I take this opportunity to recognize the RCC of Fort Portal. You're most welcome. You are our host. Thank you for allowing us to have this symposium in Fort Portal City.
In that matter, we thank you and we welcome you in our city. Thank you so much. I thank you for God and my country.
Good morning, cooperators. We must have a lot of vigor. I'm very happy that now today everybody recognizes the power and the strengths of cooperatives. In 2003, when I joined the circle as a cashier, 15th of March, nobody could believe that a graduate could work in the circle. But I'm happy today we have the elite, we have the educated people in cooperatives. Yes, we are, and we are very happy. And this is what we have been emphasizing on TV every Wednesday, 8 to 9 in the morning. Get your screen and put it wherever you are. You can even carry it in your garden. But wherever you are, follow the programs. We are now liberated and we're on top of the table, not below. And I'm very happy that today we are here. You can see the numbers. You are most welcome to Nyaika for this wonderful symposium. The whole world is celebrating. This year, the International Cooperative Alliance was in the UK, Manchester. I was supposed to be there, but because of the busy schedule, I didn't go. Because I represent Africa as the Vice President for Africa on the International Cooperative Agriculture Organization. Cooperators don't grow old. I want to tell you, if you don't want to grow old, become a cooperator. Join me to appreciate our President, His Excellency, the President of Uganda. The man has passion for cooperatives. You see the power of cooperatives. And the Minister of Trade, I want to thank you and I wish you the best throughout this day.
Let us welcome Dr. Fred Muhumuza, our keynote speaker in this symposium.
The world has changed. So we cannot continue operating the way the cooperatives were in the 50s, the way the cooperatives were in the 80s. The world has moved on. New players have come in. But it's a good background to know why we are here. Because cooperatives have a role. And that's why we have not given up on the cooperatives. The butcher sells you meat to get your money. So for them it is profit. And if dogs knew that money buys meat, dogs would steal your money and the butcher would give them the meat. But thank God, cooperatives are not just about profit, they're about their membership. I tell people KFC is not chicken, it is KFC. Because chicken is all over. So there are those branded for the market, but cooperatives are branded for their membership. So when you set up a bank, the issues of running banks are too complex that government comes in because you are dealing with other people's money. You can't have a bank without money. With 1 trillion, that's not a development bank. It's a circle. So government of Uganda cannot own a development bank. Even Africa can't own a development bank. So when you hear Africa Development Bank, the people who have put in money are not Africans. We want to be a doctor, but we are still in primary. But we know where we are going. But for now, teach us body mass. How many people remember body mass? There is a cooperative somewhere in Uvuma, their issue is fish. But you are all cooperators. People must create wealth. The phase 2 of Mr. Museveni's agenda now is wealth creation and prosperity. So any circle without what makes you money, you have a problem. So there are those challenges that we must address as cooperators as we go forward, despite the substantial impact of those road development. If they ask you for goats, don't bring a goat that looks like a sheep. Have you seen the things we buy in Kampala? You see sheep coming in, but you'll never find them where they are being sold. So cooperators, when you get into quality, it must be quality, professional quality. So I don't want to see a cooperative bank that's not digital. Forget about that. The world has gone digital. So let government run its grow, its invite, its semi-yoga, like we left the others. You have to fly over those. They will ask you for accountability on Nemioga, on somebody who planted coffee. And it died, not for their own cause. But if a cooperator, we will know. Please continue in this venture. But we don't want the coffee to die because the cooperators must have their own extension service providers. Thank you.
So, Professor.
That as we sit here, we're not sitting for nothing. We are actually aligned to the Sustainable Development Goals and the International Cooperatives Alliance. We're in the right direction. This is global business, isn't it? We are capable of even contributing to the GDP and balance of trade statistics because we have what it takes. The Ministry of Trade, the UCA, the academia, and us, the cooperators, we are aligned with global business. When we are empowered, we are capable, we have autonomy, we have confidence to make not only group decisions, but strategic life choices among us, isn't it? And for us as cooperators, we are saying, where is the autonomy? We have the autonomy. You're already establishing a bank, isn't it? Isn't that autonomy? It is autonomy. The confidence with a bank, there's no way you can fail to have confidence to take decisions, isn't it? And I'll tell you why it is important for me today to speak about education, leadership in cooperatives as we are moving this journey forward. So when we talk about economic empowerment, it's not only individual, it's collective. And we must have one, solidarity. We must have mutual responsibility and shared prosperity. That's why we're here. We have come here to educate. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Mercy Kusemerera is my name, the General Manager, Busaiga Sacco. There has been a very key issue that has been raised. Can we really take the initiative? Our mothers, you are all here. I call you CA and Cusco and all the unions, our mothers. Did the registered circles go? Where do they go? I want to link that to the problem of member centricity. Are we conscious of what the members want before we form these cooperatives? In any case, are they interested in what we are talking to them about? Because it should be the members identifying a need within them and coming together to find a solution. If you find your child going to the neighbor to find food, then you have a problem. Thank you so much.
How do you compare these other countries with Uganda in terms of issues to do with infrastructure for education, especially for cooperatives?
Cooperative education, training, and information is part of our international cooperative principles, developed in 1966 under Vienna Congress. The Cooperative Societies Act, CAP 107, emphasizes cooperative education. So whatever we are discussing here is already provided for. We only need now to see how best we can do it. If you don't empower members, the committees, the management staff, and the general public, then you don't expect better results. Our friends in Tanzania, on the 5th of January 1963, they established a cooperative college, and finally, it is now a fully-fledged university, Mosh Cooperative University, offering from certificate to PhD. Ugandans, 1954, we have cooperative education at Nsamizi. 63, government takes it to Bukarasa. 74, it goes to Chigumba. Me, I have experience. I don't know whether Ruchiga Sako is here. I took over as a general manager on the 1st of July 2007 with a portfolio of 500 shillings working capital. But in 4 years, the Sako grew up to 10 billion. Why? Cooperative education. People need to know. The public needs to know. Why am I becoming a member of a Sako? What are the benefits? What are the pros and cons? Then the committees need to learn. The other day I was in the Coffee Cooperative Union chair and I saw the accounts where they are preparing sales, less cost of sales. And the cost of sales is opening stock, add the purchases, minus closing stock. But it is not a trading company. That is company accounts. I thank you.
And for this session, our key speaker is from Stanbic Bank. That is Mr. Tunde Thorpe.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, cooperators. We're part of a larger group, Standard Bank, and present in other countries. And the relevance of this is in some of the markets that were referenced in the earlier conversation, such as Nigeria, areas where we are present. And we've seen some of the things that we're trying to do with cooperatives in Uganda actually work in these markets. And these are some of the, the knowledge and the learnings that we bring to play in terms of solving for, unlocking financial access. And you can be rest assured that as Stanbic Bank, we are willing to partner with you, how far we've come, and we'll continue to do so in the long term. I'll leave it at that, and thank you.
My name is Rotarian Rashid Musisemanda, Chief Manager, Corporate and SME Centenary Bank.
My name is Herbert Rusa, and I work as the General Manager at Ebo Sako. For us as Ebo, it has been our vision to be the leading in terms of real innovation. Now we have led in transformation. And as we stand here, we celebrate 30 years of existence. Now, as our members increase investment, then we're encouraging them to buy more shares. This is another way of how you can get capital. We as SACCOs, we need to remodel our businesses, meeting the clients' what? Needs. As SACCOs, we survive on membership. The more the members, the more the share capital. We have mobile banking. We have loans on the phone. We have agency banking with push machines. Very soon we are opening our branches in Kampala. We are in the greater Masaka area.
To now move to Brigadier General Joseph Onata, who is the CEO of Wazalendo Sacco, the biggest Sacco.
Now, everything about the success and growth of the Sacco rests on leadership. Even in your own home, if the leadership is poor, you will struggle as a family. From the perspective of Wazalendo Sacco, we have grown tremendously in terms of numbers. The numbers have crossed 100,000 barrier, and we are managing a capital base of about 340.5 billion and an asset base of 1.2 trillion. This has not been possible. This has been only possible because we have the right structures in place. Sir, that's what I think we need to do.
But now, how are you going to have working committees when you don't have people who have the capacity to run the committees and guide the management teams? You have a chairman of Assets and Liability Committee looking at credit and whatever. What are they going to add? And for everything we do in our circles, there is an act that is a mother act in the Constitution that is helping us, which we need to benchmark with. That is knowledge.
We do businesses. Some of your circles, you don't have strategic plans that are speaking to what you want to achieve. So you get a Professor Rachel there, and ask her to do for you a strategic plan. She does a very good strategic plan. You don't even go through it to understand whether it fits into what you want to deliver in 3 to 5 years. I also want to encourage you that when we are drawing these strategic plans, let them be inborn. Start something, then call Professor Rachel to guide you on how to make it better. So I want to encourage you, when you are drawing your strategic plans, allow others to come and benchmark, you share the knowledge, but draw strategic plans that speak to what we want to achieve and to deliver to the members, and stick to it. And that can only be done by the leadership. The leadership must be committed to what they are doing must understand what they are doing and should breathe what they are doing.
If Wazalendo is our representative on the African stage, that means a lot. Like Ebo, like CHAPS, like CBS Pewosa, look at what they are doing and then benchmark.
I want to inform the big circles. Wazalendo, the big circle, and Ebo, the big community circle. That most of the times, when the circles grow big, they tend to forget the members. They forget the principles and put their weight on the regulators. When members are saying this, they say, no, the regulators will not accept this. You know, we are working towards this. You forget that you would not be there without the members.
Inclusive regulation, such that all circles and cooperatives are regulated under one roof. It is for the very reasons that Wazalendo Circle has not acquired a Bank of Uganda certificate, because we believe that as we grow, we must grow with other circles and not running away from them and thinking that we are bigger than the rest of them. If we want to walk a very long journey as the cooperatives sector, we must learn to walk holding our hands together, moving shoulder by shoulder, supporting each other, and bearing each other's burden.
The first one is professionalism. Go back and digest professionalism. There is a lot that is under professionalism. The second one is integrity, and the third one is value-based. Because if the cooperators are not getting value from their investment, they are not going to have enthusiasm to get back to us. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
My name is Peter Babienda. I am a lecturer in the Department of Policy and Development Economics, School of Economics, College of Business. We, just between 2019 and 2020, Uganda has so far received over 785 million, just from the Global Climate Facility. But most of these funds come through government. We see less for the private players, and therefore there is a need to do that. The Environment Trust, working through other cooperatives, I think including Ruenzori here and others, I thank you.
I work with an international organization. I'm happy to be here to balance the boat. People are talking about agriculture sector. On this important panel, we have Dr. Dennis Tukahikao. On this side, I have the great person, and that is Mr. Mbashibi Robert Waiswa.
Globally, we are striving to make sure that the global warming does not reach 1.5 degrees Celsius. If we go above that, you will see fires coming up, you see heat coming up. If you are designing your own product, if you are training, whatever you are doing, make sure we have a target where? Here globally. Because the world is borderless. You must have enough space to grow food and plant what? Trees.
So in our intervention is as the Minister of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives. The policy that we are reviewing today as an express topic on climate change management. So that is one way. Annually, we have the ministerial policy statement. We have a three-model kind of approach in this area. But with a specific emphasis on this, I'll talk of the preventive, all public health aspect, where we are keeping our environments clean and also using the natural materials for both preventing these ailments and promoting good health.
To refresh our minds, what's the market? Because we all know that we are in the markets. We produce products for sale. So I just put up a simple definition of a market. In any economy, it refers to the system where buyers and sellers interact to exchange goods and services. Markets play a crucial role in determining prices and allocating resources. So cooperatives all these have been mentioned. Even in the region, for you to reach a market, if you are an individual, you will face challenges. If you are a cooperative society, you somehow reduce on your challenges. If you are a union, then there you can speak to supply external markets. Do we keep the agreements that we make in a number of areas? Now, that's the reason why cooperatives we really have to be strong or strengthened in doing business. So we know that large cooperative unions can manage to do this.
We are here to manage value chains. If you're in dairy, you have to manage the product. What is it that we are taking to the market?
When it comes to produce cooperatives, we all know that the concept has been aggregate members produce, sell, pay. Marketing and distribution, we also have to integrate some level of finance services, possibly by introducing a circle into the cooperative. But also we need a certain level of capitalization. We have an international market. In the international market, you cannot go there with your 10 million. Here we are talking about value-added products. I think you will generate more business than you sitting there and giving a loan of 1 billion and you don't care how it is managed and you just wait to get returns. We have also an issue to do with inclusion. Apparently, we are focusing a lot on promoting women and the smallholders. Like, the dairy sector has been dominated by men. I thank you very much.
Because the main topic of discussion today is market access. I want you to remember a few things. Which market are we looking at? And how are we getting there? What does it want? It wants quantity, quality, and consistency of supply. Some of us are talking about the principles, organization structure, all that. The person who is analyzing you as a stakeholder, he will look at you. You are telling me you are chicken. Are you really chicken? And doesn't require many words. The person will have seen that you are walking like a duck, but in the real sense you are chicken. So if you are a cooperative, behave like a cooperative from Monday to Sunday to your members, to your partners, to your leaders and your workers. But if you have a banana cooperative doing well, it should be able to support the others. Can we see that mix? There are those small things that make our institutions grow, and they are non-financial. You have heard people talk about governance, human resource, those business plans. Incidentally, when it comes to business plans and strategic plans, some of us are copying. You copy the plan of Rushere, you go out and you begin opening branches because they opened and you also open. Ebo is thinking in a certain direction, you also do what? Think.
I want to be very grateful to Uganda Cooperative Alliance who has been supporting us, and also the government of this country. And I want to say all cooperators must do something for their families, for their cooperatives. Apart from this honey we are producing, we also have other products like jelly out of beeswax. And then the beeswax is like this. We use for baiting and also making jelly, lip balm, candles, and other things. All of us must do something somewhere. Don't depend on your salaries, because salaries won't make you rich. You can only grow rich when you're doing business. Thank you so much.
My name is Brian Twesije. I'm the head of business for Uganda Central Cooperative Financial Services, UCOFS. I'm here to present about digitization. Embarked on a journey to automate and digitize operations of SACCOs in the country. UCAF is a national financial cooperative providing financial services to all types of cooperatives in Uganda. The SACCO managers that are here, you know how hard it was when we were not automated. But right now, it is by click of a button.
But this small girl works with Nexain Tech. Uganda Cooperative Alliance has organized such a big platform for all service providers to come and showcase what they have. I appreciate you for that effort. We are a center of innovations. We'll listen more to you. In your community, please talk about Nexen Tech. We promise you that they will come back and give you a gift for recommending us. So thank you all for believing in us, and I'm looking forward to your contacts.
I go by the names of Monica Vivian Nantume. I work with Wakandi Uganda Limited as a customer success supervisor. We are a fintech company, finance and technology. We have a system called CAMS, Credit Association Management System, that we give to SACCOs, microfinance institutions, and VSLS groups to help them with their operations. It has two sides, a management side and an accounting side. We have a partnership with UCA, with the Ministry of Trade, with Sanlam, and our different partners, and we are regulated by the Bank of Uganda. Thank you.
We should have, so that we are able to measure our performance, possibly in the next symposium. So the issue of the actions after this entire meeting. Thank you.
Cooperatives are diversified, like I said earlier. We have cooperatives in financial services, cooperatives in health, cooperatives in energy, water and environment, mining, housing, transport. And when we even come to transport, we have border, we have taxis, we have buses. So if we started that arrangement, then let's have circles the other side, and then borders here and fishing here and water, it will bring us a challenge. So we are cooperatives, we are one, let's move as one.
We welcome you to the tourism city. Artificial intelligence, innovation, and also ensuring that there is efficiency in your operation.
We are so grateful for the Ministry of Cooperatives.
CIC Insurance, in full, is cooperative insurance company. Cooperatives which are here, please come and buy shares in CIC.
Hima Community Circle is found in Kasese district. We are a saving and a credit cooperative society.
This is Centenary Bank. We have special products for you.
Cooperative College Kigumba is a government-aided institution. We have business loans, we have school fees loans, and emergency loans.
So this is research from the research center at Kabarole. Wow, this is very good. All this made in Uganda. We appreciate you.
We are doing a lot from academia in processing. We have nuts, we have butter, we have oils. Please come to Big Lad Agritourism, join us, then we shall work together to see that Uganda can produce its own products.
To improve the quality of eggs and meat in broiler chicken.
We do produce wine from our local bananas.
Tulinde enkoko ezaitu ezakale entole nyankole enkiga nezindi.
Communities in Uganda can access affordable housing using the cooperative housing model.
For us, we have bought land. Now we are raising money to start building. In our cooperative, we do healthy products.
BS Powesa,
technical coordinator for cooperatives and trade in the Kingdom of Uganda. I encourage the people at home in Buganda to join the cooperative movement and work closely with the kingdom. Join PEOSA. PEOSA is a vibrant cooperative movement.
Honorable Minister State for Cooperatives, our chief guest, we are happy to have you. Thank you so much for joining the cooperators as they celebrate the 103rd day of International Day of Cooperatives. So, Honorable Minister, here we have a group of cooperators that are supported by Koika, and they engaged in the production of a number of products.
thank you, dear cooperators. Thank you, our guests, for turning up in big numbers.
State Minister for Trade, your brother and colleague, Honorable Frederick Guma Ngobi, State Minister for Cooperatives, Mr. Asimwa Ivan, General Secretary, Uganda Cooperative Alliance Board members here present, and what we are witnessing today is as a result of the effort of government to promote the cooperative movement in this country.
The government has consistently created space for cooperatives like ours to grow and thrive. We especially thank His Excellency the President of Uganda for his vision of industrial transformation driven by farmers and cooperatives.
We are serving under the registration of over 46 registered cooperatives in the country. Our chief guest, there is the current lacuna in law, where we have 3 contradicting laws. And as you see, and cooperators, we are saying, especially this is affecting SACCOs, where we have 3 contradicting laws, and this is where we have been, of course, regulated by more than 1 regulators. And here we are requesting government and president, we need to have a single regulator.
Congratulations, UCA.
Only the cooperators know what is inside here. And so I am taking this opportunity to launch the Uganda Cooperative Alliance Limited strategic plan for the period 2025-2030.
Today, we celebrate not only the spirit of cooperation, but also the remarkable achievement of our cooperatives. I urge you cooperators to focus on increasing agricultural production and productivity.
We had a tree planting drive, and we called upon cooperators to come in numbers to plant trees. And these are some of the cooperators that heed our call, and we are happy to present this certificate. On the certificate, the words read, Certificate of Recognition. This is a certificate which is proudly presented to the person in recognition of your outstanding commitment and dedication to environmental conservation through planting a tree, and it's presented on the occasion of the 103rd International Day of Cooperatives here at Boma Grounds, Fort Portal City. Captain David Katenya, you planted trees. You can come for your certificate. St. Anthony of Padua Sacco, Chiwatu Lebakozi, then Wakiso Destiny Housing Cooperative Society. Thank you for planting trees and greening our environment. Madame Oroma has also been recognized as the best farmer by Harvest Money. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to once again invite our chief guest to make his remarks.
The board and management of Uganda Cooperative Alliance and the entire cooperative fraternity, my names are General Wilson Basumbadi. I am the Minister of State for Trade in the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives. I stand before you on behalf of His Excellency the President. He has asked me to inform you that he greatly values the importance of this occasion and the vital role cooperatives play in our nation's socio-economic transformation. And I want to congratulate all the cooperators who have worked tirelessly to build strong communities and economies. Allow me now to give you the message of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, retired General, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Uganda joins the rest of the world to celebrate the 103rd International Cooperative Day in Fort Portal City. I congratulate the people of Fort Portal for hosting this year's celebrations under the theme, Driving Inclusive and Sustainable Solutions for a Better World. I thank the distinguished co-hosts of this international event, i.e. Tororo Diary Cooperative Society and the Busaiga Savings and Cooperative Society Limited for their collaborative efforts with the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives to ensure the successful organization of the International Cooperative Day. Under the leadership of the NRM government, the cooperative movement in Uganda has been supported to grow and make a contribution to the country's socio-economic transformation. These economic advantages that the NRM has created should be turned to jobs and wealth for the household in order for this development to be meaningful. Finally, I once again congratulate the cooperative societies in Uganda for reaching 103rd International Cooperatives Day and wish you peaceful celebrations. I thank you all for God and my country. Thank you for listening to me as I read the president's speech.
Thank you so much for being here with us. We want to wish you a safe journey. All of you from wherever you came from, we pray that you travel safely and that the Lord will have his hand of protection on you.